These are the best ground beef enchiladas. I love, love, love enchiladas, and these ground beef enchiladas are super affordable, and you are gonna be surprised by how easy they are to make at home. You can have restaurant quality enchiladas at home with just a little bit of work, and we're gonna show you all the tips and tricks, including how to make sure that your corn tortillas don't just fall apart in the pan, because that's the problem I always had before this recipe. Hi, my name is Christina. I'm with eatingonadime.com. I have linked today's recipe in the description below for you. If you can't find it, just Google Eating on a Dime ground beef enchiladas and it'll pull right up. Or you can go to eatingonadime.com, and I think it's like right there on our homepage because it's one of our most popular recipe and it's for good reason. But if you don't see it, just search on there ground beef enchiladas and it'll pull right up for you. So all you need for this recipe is a baking dish, your oven, and we're gonna brown some ground beef. So let's get started. First up, we're gonna take this ground beef and make our delicious and easy filling. First, in a large skillet, heat it over medium-high heat, and we're gonna brown 1 pound of ground beef with a half an onion diced. I'm using a white onion today, but you could easily use whatever you have on hand. A yellow onion would work as well. We're just going to break it up with this awesome utensil as it cooks. We love this thing. If you've been watching us for a while now, you know that we can't live without it. I have no clue what it's called, but we will link it in the description below for you. It is a game changer. So we're just gonna cook this until it's no longer pink. It usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes. While the ground beef is browning, go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now it's nice and browned and the onions are nice and soft, so it's perfect and ready to add the delicious seasonings. I go ahead and turn the heat down to low just so I get everything added, and then we can adjust it from there. We're gonna start off with a half a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of pepper. Then we're going to add a tablespoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon paprika, and then of course you can't have enchiladas without some cumin, so a teaspoon of cumin. And then to make it nice and saucy and delicious, we do a half a cup of salsa. You just want to stir these all together. And we're just going to heat this on low for about 5 to 10 minutes, and it's really just so those flavors can combine. You want to watch it closely because you don't want it to dry out. If it looks like it is drying out, you can add a little water, but I usually just keep it on low and let the flavors combine. Okay, it's all done and combined, so go ahead and turn this off and remove this from the heat so it doesn't get overcooked, and we're gonna spoon it onto the tortillas. Now it's time to assemble the enchiladas. Take the red enchilada sauce and just pour a little bit in the bottom of the pan. We do this instead of spraying with non-stick spray. It just makes sure that the enchiladas don't stick to the bottom of the pan. So I just kind of spread out a little bit, and then it adds flavor too, so that's why we like to use the enchilada sauce. We're gonna heat up the remaining enchilada sauce, and I'm using like a deep, large skillet. You can use a saucepan as well, whichever you prefer. This is the secret to not get the tortillas to fall apart. So you wanna heat this up to get it nice and hot, and then we're gonna dip our tortillas in here. So you just wanna heat it until it's a low boil. This is perfect. Now you can make a homemade red enchilada sauce if you would prefer. We have a great recipe on eatingonadime.com. Just search enchilada sauce and it'll pull right up. For today, I just used the canned stuff. So reduce the heat on your enchilada sauce to low, and then we're gonna dip the corn tortillas in this enchilada sauce and fully coat them. Now the secret here is to move quick, and I am gonna transfer them to this bowl just because I want them to cool slightly before I roll them. Now you do wanna coat them completely in the enchilada sauce because that's how they stay whole when they're baking. But remember, secret is move quick, move quick, move quick. Now we're gonna assemble the enchiladas. Just wash your hands and use your hands. This is gonna be the best way to do it. Gently lay it in the pan. Top it with a little bit of the meat mixture. And then roll it and slide it to the side. Carefully. There we go. I'll do another one here. See if I can just use my fingers and grab it. They are gonna be warm. So again, work quickly. But that enchilada sauce makes these tortillas so much more pliable. Go ahead and roll them all until you use all the beef mixture, and then take the remaining enchilada sauce from your pan and just dump them on top of your enchiladas. I usually just kind of do it down the middle, and then it'll ooze around when it bakes, and it's perfect. Our enchiladas are all assembled and in the pan. Generally, this will make 12-ish enchiladas. You may need a second pan. You can squeeze more in, whatever you would like. Now it's time for the best part, which is the cheese. We can't have enchiladas without cheese. I do recommend, for the best flavor and to make it nice and melty and gooey, to grate your own cheese. For this recipe, we recommend a cup of shredded cheddar cheese and a cup of shredded Monterey Jack cheese. The combination is awesome. I'm just gonna shred it here and just sprinkle it right on top. You can make them pretty if you want and just keep it in the middle. The best part about this is that you can really use whatever type of cheese you would like. If you're not a fan of cheddar, you can just do Monterey Jack. That would be great. If you want a little kick, I think adding pepper jack to it would taste awesome as well. Just use what you like, or honestly, what you already have in your refrigerator, if you're just trying to save some money. We're gonna get this Monterey Jack cheese shredded and topped on there as well. More cheese the better in my household, I'll tell you that. They're all assembled and ready to go. Let's get these in the oven because I'm getting hungry. The oven is preheated to 350. We're gonna bake this for 10 minutes until they're heated through and that cheese is nice and melted. So it's been 10 minutes and they are perfect. And then they're ready to serve. I do let them set for like maybe 10-15 minutes just so they're not like piping hot, but that's really the only reason why. Generally, I will eat like 2 or 3 of these because they are kind of smaller than with the small corn tortillas, so they're not quite as filling. Let's talk about what to serve with these delicious tortillas. I love our easy homemade Spanish rice. It is so delicious and so awesome. Go to Eating on a Dime and search Spanish rice and it will pull it right up for you. It's made in one pot and it's so simple and packed with flavor. My husband, who doesn't really even love Spanish rice, loves it, so make sure you check that out. Okay, some of my filling came out, but that's okay. I just dump it right on top so I get all of the flavors. This smells and looks amazing. Thank you so much for joining me today in my kitchen. I hope you try out this easy ground beef enchilada recipe, and once you do, please leave us a review at the bottom of the recipe. We love hearing what you guys think, and we love hearing from you. Don't forget, we have linked this full recipe in the description below, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any more of our easy, delicious, family-friendly recipes. All right, I cannot wait to try this. You guys have a great day, and I will see you next time in my kitchen. Bye, friends.